lot of students ask me, what's the difference between HTML5 and HTML4? One of the biggest differences is that HTML5 has a whole bunch of new tags. So let's go ahead and see what those new tags are. Of course, we'll go to W3 Schools and check out some of these new elements. So there's a bunch listed here. There's a whole bunch here. I'm only really concerned with 4 main ones that I use on a regular basis. One is footer, header, nav, and section. Now all of these act just like a div tag acts. It's a block element, it takes up the whole width of the screen. The difference is when they were putting together HTML5, they realized that a lot of people were writing comments to comment something like, this is my navigation, or this is my footer, or this is my header. And so they realized, like, hey, why don't we just create some more divs, except this time we don't call it a div, we just call it something else, so it'll be a lot more descriptive for people. So that's exactly what they did. So the 4 we're going to be checking out are section, which defines a section in the document, the nav, which defines a navigation in the document. We have the header, which defines the header section of the document, which is where you keep your H1s through H6s, and your footer, which describes a footer. So to reference these, I'm just going to go to our site really quickly and show you where exactly they are. So we have our navigation here. So we would have a nav element here wrapping all of these, including the logo as well. Then for this image, this would be a section. And inside of this section, we actually have our header tag to wrap this H1 and H2. Scroll down a little bit. This is another section. This is another section. And our last section, and this would be our footer. So when you take a look at our code, we actually have it broken out like that. So we have nav, section, 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 footer. So it's a lot easier to see, okay, this is the navigation, this is this particular section and that particular section. So it's a lot easier to read your HTML.